Hello and welcome to another stream of Assassin's Creed Unity. The reason there's no usual intro for this part is because when I was streaming, the Ubisoft servers, the game disconnected from them, which in turn made the PlayStation 5 decide that my stream had to end as well. So this is why this part of the playthrough doesn't have the usual intro, because I couldn't be bothered doing all that and everything. So this will most likely be a very, very short VOD, and apologies for that. But yeah, here we are. So I don't know how long that previous stream was before that happened, but it's fucking annoying when this shit happens. Right, so a 7 hour and 25 minute stream, and now I have to start another stream, which means this will probably be like less than that, which means it'll be a very, very short part, which makes more fucking parts for the playthrough for people to have to watch, and it just fucking pisses me off. This is one of the reasons why I stopped actually exporting my VODs to a YouTube years and years ago. But yeah, so thank you Ubisoft for your servers disconnecting from the game, which then in turn made the PlayStation 5 decide that the stream had to end. Hey there, Saint. Yeah, long time no see, huh? You're not wrong there. Like, holy shit. That was absolutely fucking ridiculous. I was going to go for a bit longer, but I probably won't go for like, 3 hours or something. So it'll probably be just like an hour or 2 hour fucking stream. Yeah, calm. It's just fucking ridiculous. If anyone wants to become a streamer, be a PC streamer, not a console streamer. Avoid all this fucking bullshit. Okay, so just to reconfigure where we actually are at, we're doing the A Romantic Stroll Paris story mission. Napoleon would like to take a romantic stroll with Josephine, but a gang of royalists have other plans. South of the Palais Bourbon, clear out the royalists in the couple's path while Napoleon tries to get past his nerves. Hi there, hi. Gotta love Ubisoft. Oh yeah, you gotta love it when this stuff happens. Absolutely.
Understand the words? Hey, don't try to get away!
You can't stop us!
Alright, because this had to because I had to reset this, because I had to synchronize on purpose, because Napoleon got stuck. There was a fight that broke out where he was talking, and then he got stuck in the animation for fighting. And I was going, before the server disconnected, what I was going to do was change to the next color scheme.
I'm flattered that you wish to meet. May I inquire, what is your rank?
Captain. Captain for now. I have prospects, though.
I'm sure.
Very good prospects.
Well, it's a lovely day for a walk.
Oh. Oh, yes, of course. Shall we?
You touch me, and it's the guillotine. Citizen, you there, hold! Easier than...
Arno, what are you doing here?
Stop you! Yes, you!
That's it, Arno. You're disrupting my attack.
Yeah, well, if the programming for this fucking game would be working, you should be moving your fucking ass along.
You! Hold there!
Moderate!
You won't shake me, you bastard! I'll break those bloody legs first! Stop this running nonsense! I see you!
Saying sneaky little ledge throw. Oi, what do you do? Ah! Calm, these NPCs not going to like Rob when he's angry full arty mode. Definitely not, no. But yeah, there's definitely some parts of this game too where there's like pathing glitches for NPCs that usually should be walking. Like they should be already walking through the area and talking and dialogue playing. That could work, Saint, yeah. Throwing a cherry bomb. If they don't move after these enemies are dead, then I'll try that.
I was born in Martinique. I came to France to marry, but that was a disaster. I'm now a divorcée.
Oh,
And you? Where did you acquire your exotic accent?
Corsica.
How delightfully provincial of you. You are a pensive man.
What? Oh, yes, I was just musing about how I could maneuver, how I could...
Take my arm,
Yes.
and have you formed a plan?
No.
The life of a soldier must be terribly exciting. Cavalry charges and flashing blades.
I'm in the artillery.
Oh,
We stand at the back and lob cannonballs at people. I calculate trajectories.
fascinating.
Well, this has been... You...
Yes, it has, hasn't it?
It's just that you're... Those large, luminous... Those...
Eyes?
Yes. They are bewitching. I can barely breathe, talk, think. We must meet again.
Oh, yes, perhaps. Well, ta-ta.
I think that went pretty well.
Put the bastard off! Rip you to shreds, I will!
Hey there, Theory. How's things going? Saying is Arno wearing the latest fashion high heels? 1760 drip? That's true. Yeah, it's funny with the phantom breeches. I didn't pay attention to the other variation of this one because I've already showcased the master one, I think, or the legendary one in this. Well, it was the same stream before the Ubisoft servers crashed and then the PlayStation 5 decided the stream had to end, but large luminous eyes, indeed. Yeah, that exotic accent. As well, the irony of that, considering these are English accents. I mean, to some people that might sound like an exotic accent, but...
Bastard, die!
What the? Where did he... Try turning around, you dumbass. Maybe that's where Arno went. Behind you. Alright, so that was that para story done. Alright, 3 more to do. Signaling Officer Murat. But first, let's fast travel to Arno's crib and let's get his money from his chest. Be right back. Alrighty then, I'm back. Let's get what monies are in Arno's chest. And the next para story that we're doing is signaling Officer Murat. Or Murat. It's a fair distance, that'll give me plenty of time to do multiple color scheme changes.
S'il continue, il va se rompre le cou.
On dirait qu'il y a de l'agitation.
Voilà des ennuis.
C'est une affaire pour la garde. Toi, oui, toi, là. C'est à toi que je parle.
Probablement un voleur qui fuit les gardes.
Bonjour tout le monde. Oui, monsieur, pour quelle quantité? Je ne sais jamais qui écoute.
Everything all right, my friend?
Je ne suis pas un lâche.
Qui me fait pour rester
Quelque chose ne
ici.
me regarde pas.
Encore lui?
You voice down, you're raving like a madman.
Ces choses me disent que c'est le meilleur moment pour m'en aller.
Hey there, Coffee. You can't play Assassin's Creed Unity when you open, it closes. There was a server issue that happened. The game was disconnected from the Ubisoft servers, and I'm streaming from my PlayStation 5 directly. And so what it did is it actually shut the stream down, and I had to restart another stream to continue on. But I'm not sure what to do to solve it. There's been a lot of people that have come in the past few days when I've been streaming and talking about how the multiplayer hasn't been working or something like that. So yeah, unfortunately I don't know what's going on or how to fix it. But there's definitely been issues with the Ubisoft servers, that's for sure.
C'est ici?
Ce ne sont pas des portes qui nous arrêteront. Justice sera rendue.
Patience, l'ami. Si tu pars maintenant, tu ne seras point payé. Et tu penses patience, l'ami. Si tu pars maintenant, tu ne seras point payé.
I will keep the peace!
Come here, citizen. Are you loyal to Rome or France?
I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about.
Hello there, Sage. Welcome on in. Just doing some more showcasing of color schemes and all that kind of stuff. Had an issue with the game where it disconnected from the Ubisoft server, and the PlayStation 5 decided that it also meant it needed to stop my stream. So I had to start a new stream up, which is why this one is so short at the moment. The other stream that I was doing, which got cut off, ended up being about 7 hours and 25 minutes, something along those lines. And I still had some stuff I wanted to do. So this stream will be very short in comparison to that one. But I need to keep on going to make the progress I need for the playthrough.
Pas à moi de dire quoi que ce soit, alors je vais partir discrètement.
Au point là sans lui.
Il y a de l'animation.
Il est audacieux, très audacieux.
Ah ouais.
Qui n'a pas son exemplaire?
Sage, that's why you're here, man. Respect the grind you put in, and of course the obvious knowledge of AC. Well, thank you, Sage. Thank you for that. I do appreciate it. There's definitely some things that, because there's so much stuff that's gone on in this series, sometimes I might not remember the exact details, like lines of dialogue word for word and stuff like that. But it is a series that I've got a lot of hours with over the years and stuff. So I think some of it sinks in to the memory banks. There's definitely been a lot of time put into this playthrough, that's for sure. I don't know how many hours worth in total this playthrough has been up until now, but it's definitely been a really long one. Wanting to showcase the outfits like this and all that, because a lot of them are tied behind actual progression. And because I was also doing the story and everything in timeline order, it meant that there were some things that I couldn't unlock, not because I couldn't access them to do the things to unlock them, but I just couldn't do it because it wasn't that point in the timeline yet.
You know the
Get him! Nous agissons pour le bien de la révolution!
You will? No! Down!
Sage, you think you're going to start Mass Effect 2 tomorrow? Super excited. Heard the first hour or so of Mass Effect 2 is maybe top 10 moments of gaming of all time. Yeah, the Mass Effect 2 game, I really like that a lot. You can definitely tell that they had a wider scope that they wanted to accomplish with the storytelling, but also the actual spectacle of all the things that you see. So it definitely is a great game. I really liked it. I liked the first one a lot as well. Hello again, Adrian. Is Dead Kings done or upcoming? So for this playthrough, it's still to come. Haven't done that yet. It's funny because there were some missions that actually take place in the Dead Kings DLC before certain para-story, murder mystery, and co-op missions. So, luckily, the point at which I realized that was at a point where I was still fine with the timeline. But what I decided to do was keep the Dead Kings as a separate thing and only focus on doing all the main game content in timeline order. So, I will get to Dead Kings eventually, of course, but I still have some things left to do. There's this para-story I'm going to, including this, there's 3, and then a murder mystery, and then a co-op mission. And then I'll be going to the Dead Kings. Yeah, Sage, like, in terms of the timeline, there's things that actually take place before certain content. However, in terms of like main story, if you were just focusing on the main story, then Dead Kings definitely takes place after the main story is finished. Oh, that's okay, Sage. It's a bit tricky. It just depends on what you look at it as. If you're looking at it in terms of like all the missions, para-story, murder mystery, co-op, and the Dead Kings DLC, then it doesn't quite exactly take place after everything in Unity. But in terms of the main sequences of the story, it takes place after those. Saying, like the Lance of Saint Denis you get from Dead Kings DLC. Yeah, the Suger. I mean, I thought it was pronounced Suger, but then I heard it being pronounced as Sergei by the game somewhere. So I was like, oh, that must be how you pronounce it. Saying, no, you hate those weird cannon axes. There's a spear called the Lance of Saint Denis with a golden tip. Oh, the lance, sorry. I completely overlooked when you said lance before. Hey there, Mr. Epic. Hope it's going well today.
You! Got ya!
Adrian, would have been nice if you could equip one light weapon and one heavy weapon. One on the side, one on the back. It would be, for sure. I wonder why they didn't do that. I mean, that's the thing. There has to be a reason for every decision that gets made with games. So it makes me wonder sometimes what was the process, or what could have been originally intended, and all that kind of stuff.
Not breathing, but not dead long either.
I'm back. Thanks for the redemption of the Arnie impression, Senny. I hope you had a great walk. The game disconnected itself, or the servers, either way, disconnected itself, so the PlayStation 5 decided that the stream had to end as well. So I had to start another stream, so I can continue on and do more of what I wanted to do.
Play by our rules!
Mr. Epic, it's going well. You overslept a bit, did you? I gotcha. Well, I hope that you end up having a good day. I hope that oversleeping doesn't have any sort of like negative effects or side effects for you.
I will keep the peace! I'll stop you in your tracks!
Adrian, what's neat in AP3 Remastered compared to the other games is that you can freely charge your, change your weapons in the weapons wheel. No, need to visit the store. That's true. It's definitely very convenient when they do things like that.
Will now!
Yeah, Mr. Epic, that's right. Yeah, we got the Sword of Eden. We finished the main story and been doing other content that takes place after the main story finishes in the main game. But there's also some Dead King stuff that actually takes place before certain para stories in the main game. But to make things a bit easier to keep track of, I've just decided to only do the main story and the main game content in timeline order. And then the Dead Kings DLC, I'll just get to that when I've done all the stuff in the main game content that's in timeline order. That's a classic, isn't it? Doesn't matter if Xbox or PlayStation. That's so true, dude. It's just so fucking annoying as well. Because the other stream was about 7 hours and 25 minutes. And this one's probably going to be like 2 hours max, maybe. It was good. You did a walk to the local Asian store to get a couple more ingredients for tonight. Oh, nice. That's really cool, dude. I'm glad that it all went well. Oh, yeah, Saint. Definitely sounds delicious.
A band of royalists have captured several cannons, Mon Capitan. They'll rip us apart with a quick...
Mr. Epic, a few months back you had an operation. Ever since, because of your low blood pressure, you have a lot of problems with dizziness. Oh, I see. Yeah, that'd be... very, very frustrating to have to go through an experience as well. And trying to do things that you would usually do that you didn't have that to consider, that would be very frustrating as well, Mr. Epic. I hope that you're healing well and everything from the operation.
royalists have captured several cannons, mon capitaine.
They'll rip us apart with a grape shot if we attack.
You could be doing much more.
Parastory, Signalling Officer Murat. Fierce royalists, called Chouans, are attempting to start a civil war. They have captured a battery of National Guard cannons, slip into their position, spike the cannons, and signal Officer Murat to begin an attack.
Things. And what do? Doze off.
I am Lieutenant Joachim Murat, sir. At this moment, we are at risk of a bloody civil war. I need a capable man to slip into the royalist position yonder and spike those cannons. When I see smoke, I'll take that as the signal to attack.
With your eyes closed. You cannot guard by looking the other direction. I want you vermin! Shit, dig him down! Looks like someone's an exception to your rule.
Sage, Parastory is a 5 out of 5. Different, no way, that's awesome. You're a FEIN for high difficulty stuff. Yeah, oh, difficulty, yeah. Some of these Parastories that are that high in difficulty are just so friggin' like annoying. Especially if you're doing a challenge playthrough and you want to incorporate the Parastories into it. Mr. Epic, yeah, you have no problems other than dizziness and falling a few times because of it. That still would really suck, Mr. Epic, to have happen. Especially, too, if you're not expecting it. You're just going about doing what you're doing and then, boom, it just comes upon you and happens.
You're getting a bit stiff, Lieutenant. Don't worry, I'm happy to see you too. Righteous bastard. Served you just desserts, I'd say. Sod.
Some of this dialogue from these enemies.
Fell in the line of duty. Sacrifice yourself for the nation.
You won't shake me!
You won't shake me. Sage, wish you could share with you your cathedral assassination run that went viral. You spent so much time on it, looking for the exact animations, using every tool and ability that Arno has. Yeah, that would have been very tricky and time-consuming to actually put together. You can definitely whisper it through to me if you like. That's no worries, Sage. Saint, the Phantom gear in all yellow makes Arno look like a canary. It really, really does, with the friggin' bird feather coming out of the hood.
I'll get you down. He can't. All right, come out, you murdering bastard. There you are. blow him to bits! I'll liberate your bloody head from your body! Get him back of him! Can't block and can't see!
You're mine, corpse.
Oh, nice, Sage. Thank you so very much for whispering that through. That's cool. Your video title is the same as my stream title, is it? Oh, nice. Thanks for sending that through. I'll definitely have a look at that when I can, and that'll be good to see. Hello there, Drew. How's things going for you? Yeah, the stream is going well. This stream is short so far because the other stream I was doing, the game disconnected from the Ubisoft servers, which in turn made the PlayStation 5 turn my stream off. So I wanted to keep on going though because I needed to get more progression in the playthrough done. So this stream session will definitely be shorter than the one that I was doing before that happened, which was about 7 hours and a half. But yeah, things are going well. Things are going good. Sage, thank you so very much for subscribing. That's excellent of you. Thank you so much for that. Muchly appreciated. Adrian, I'll liberate your head from your body. French Revolution in a nutshell. Definitely. Quite literally as well, in a lot of cases of people during this time period and this particular conflict.
Moderate scum!
Saint, you quite like the Sans culottes gear with the floppy hood. The only thing that always cracks me up about that is the floppy hood. I think it's just so funny having that on Arno and seeing him run around as it's flailing around. Sage, life's hardest choices are the ones that force you to question your own moral code. What's that one from, Sage? Or what is that quote from, I should say?
We'll cut you down and turn you off! That'll cost you! You'll pay for that! Huh? You're mine!
Ah, I see. That's from Shay Cormac. Ah, I got you, Sage. Mr. Epic, didn't it always bother you that is you have a sword or something else, you don't have a sheath to put it in. Instead it just glitches through the ropes that character has. It's been like that for years. And the strangest thing is they had an AC1, the first game, how stupid is that? Was one of the many details that you loved about The Witcher 3. Yeah, that's the thing too, like, there's some aspects of games that you think to yourself, surely a solution has happened to prevent those sort of things from actually happening as well. I don't really know what causes that to happen, but it definitely seems like one of those things you would think has been sorted by now. Yeah, Drew. Yeah, Witcher 3 was definitely excellent. I played through the first two and then played that because I'd never played them up until a couple of years ago. Hadn't played any of them. But it was good to do. As much as I didn't really think 1 and 2 were as good gameplay-wise as Witcher 3 was. I was still happy that I played through them and experienced the story and the characters because they were really well done. So when I played 3, I knew who people were and all that. So that was quite cool. Sage, you just did a blind run, blind playthrough on Witcher 3 on Death March. You don't want to talk about your ending. Yeah, I don't blame you for playing on the difficulty that you did and then getting, like, that sort of, like, situation. Because I've only played it once myself and gotten one of the endings as well. That's right, Drew. Yeah, they remastered Witcher 3. And they've got a remake of the first game happening as well. And a Witcher 4. Saying you're currently playing Witcher 3 remastered with ray tracing on. Your first playthrough, and yeah, you're quite enjoying it. Oh, excellent, Saint. That's good. That's good that you're enjoying it. There's just so much great stuff about that game. That's true, Drew. Yeah, they announced the actual release date, because before they just said 2024, but yeah, now it's in August. Sage, it felt good and all to redo the ending and make her emperor, but man, the feelings you felt from your initial ending of Geralt committing suicide, Ciri leaving us and dying, that's what makes you appreciate it even more. Now you have a love for Cyberpunk and Mass Effect unlike any other. Well, that's good too, as well. Like Mass Effect, I really enjoyed 1 and 2. I will play the third one. I don't know about Andromeda yet, though. I haven't decided if I'll bother with that one or not. It doesn't really have a good reputation.
Ce drôle s'y entend.
Contrairement à ce que vous entendez ici et là, l'Atlantide n'était pas située en mer Méditerranée. De nombreuses recherches ont été faites sur le sujet et il apparaît de plus en plus évident que la ville mythique était située à...
Mr. Epic, you love The Witcher 3 and the DLCs. Hasn't been a game in that genre since. Also Cyberpunk, that game was awesome. CDPR makes such good games. Can't wait for Witcher 1 remake or a new Witcher game. Cyberpunk, I definitely want to play that one. I'm glad that they have seemingly sorted out all the kind of issues that they were having with it. I hate how that enemy type can roll out of the way on that. Saint, you just went with Triss to a masquerade ball, and after the party you rejected her romantic advances, and Triss made this dejected facial expression. Lol, you chuckled so hard. You dissed Triss. Yeah, it's funny the reactions that can happen in circumstances like that in games. Fine then, Arno. Oh, there we go. Thought he was trying to pickpocket the enemy. Or loot the enemy, I should say. No, Sage, haven't myself. Crooked Cyberpunk was really good. It was good that you enjoyed that one, because I know how much you enjoyed Witcher 3 as well. But yeah, it was really good to see you play that game too, because it definitely helped further increase the... what's the word I'm looking for? Well, increased me wanting to actually play it, because I hadn't really seen much of it up until that point. Sage, so it's DFTR is Don't Fear the Reaper. Oh, cool. That reminds me of the song. Mr. Epic, you should play Cyberpunk. That game feels get from the story and characters. You haven't felt that from a game in a long time, and you were sad when the game ended. Definitely do have plans to get to that at some point. Would be good to play through it. Crooked, yeah, the world building, stories, and character arcs were great, just as Witcher 3, but also Thronebreaker. I was going to say Thronebreaker. Thronebreaker. You think they've really improved on those fronts since Witcher 1 and 2? Absolutely. It's good to hear and to know that too, because yeah. I mean, I don't think I'll play Witcher 1 and 2 ever again, but it wasn't like there was nothing to enjoy about them, but yeah, they were very, very long playthroughs as well, especially Witcher 1. Considering there was an item that was needed to progress through the end of Chapter 2 that is missable at the start of the chapter, and if you don't have it, you can't get through the chapter. It's like, ugh. Sage, DFTR might be the best mission you've ever played, and it's based off of that song. Oh, it is based off of that song. Cool. There we go. Signaling Officer Murat is finished.
Might be able to cut him off. Gonna have to guess. There's no escape. There he is. Why you up? Looking at me. Got you!
Crooked, that freaking item. Which item's that? Sorry, Crooked. Saying the game kind of forces you to replay at least once, if not twice again, because of the small choices which result in blocked missions or massive turn of events, which can't be changed. That's true. Yeah, even thinking about that kind of stuff, it causes headaches, because it's like trying to, calculate and figure out all that kind of stuff and work it all out. Mr. Epic, you never played the original Witcher 1 and 2. You plan on playing it when you have enough money saved for a new PC. Well, that'll be good, Mr. Epic, for you to play those first two. I would definitely recommend that you save as often as possible on multiple save files, just in case there's something that you miss that you might have to do a lot of replaying to get back to if you had a save file that wasn't as close as possible as well. And definitely don't not look at a guide if you really, really, really need to as well. Because the thing about The Witcher 1 is that there's side missions that actually aren't side missions, because to actually get through the story you need to do them. And then there's some side missions that aren't necessary at all to do, but they don't differentiate between the two. They should have had a third category of quests, so that you could tell that one set of quests was actually needed as part of the main story. Hell, just incorporate them into the main story and classify them as main quests. They should have done something like that. Saying which you can't be aware of as a new player. Oh, that's so true. definitely. Sage, you lost the horse race in Witcher 3 to help you get Erudite Excalibur the sword. You had to reload like 5 hours worth. Holy shit. That is, yeah, that's a lot. Okay, so Paris Stories. The one that I just did was Signaling Officer Murat. The next one that I want to do is Precious Correspondence. Is that one available yet? It's not. Okay, that's no worries. Okay, then The Little Prince. Ah, hang on. I forgot there were some Paris stories that took place earlier, but I couldn't do them straight away, but I can do them now. Alright, so we'll do a nice chappy next. Crooked Smart AI, or it really, really was. It's so funny how that happens in this game quite a damn lot as well. Especially if any glitches happen too at the same time. The one that's missable in Witcher 1 to get to the second act. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, that was absolutely friggin' ridiculous. They could at the very least just let the item stay there where it's inside the cockatrice. And just make the cockatrice carcass disappear, but keep the item in its place. Sage, you guys are giving you Resident Evil PTSD with these types of problems in Witcher 1. Yeah, the Resident Evil games, they can be definitely complex in different aspects as well. And also when you're first playing through it, and even I sometimes after multiple playthroughs struggle trying to remember, okay, so where was that? Where did I have to go next? When did I have to do that? Oh, that's right, I don't do that now. I have to wait till later. Oh, yeah, I'll go this way, that way. No, not that way. This way. How about that way? No, this way. Yep, this is the way. And then you backtrack 100 times and you're like, oh, shit. I now have to go back to the inventory box because I left something in the box that could have been handy now, but I didn't have it. Didn't think I needed it at the time. So backtrack. Saint, save files are such headaches. Flip save game files. They definitely sound like they would be. That's for sure, Saint. Thank you, Crooked, for clipping that moment. Unity AI is flawless. Flawless, I tells you. Absolutely flawless.
A word from Bonaparte.
No flaws at all. Mr. Epic, it's kind of stupid that Sword of Suger is more OP than the Sword of Eden, a literal god sword which somehow loses its power, which you don't believe because look at Cassandra's spear. Literally makes you immortal. Paris stories don't even give you a year. How the fuck do you know? Well, there's a few sources. Crocodiles actually has a document compiled of all the different quests and when they take place in the timeline and all that kind of stuff. And the wiki, they also put in when certain things actually happened. And I think there's probably some Reddit posts around the internet as well where that happens. But yeah, the Sword of Eden during the fight with Germaine, it gets damaged. And that might be why it doesn't work in that way anymore, unfortunately. It'd be cool if it did, though. It'd be cool to shoot lightning from it. Oh, sorry, Mr. Epic and Sage. I put your comments together. Whoops. Saying you're trying to figure out which gear set to match up with which skills. You think maybe Griffin with half red and blue mutagen abilities. Yeah, I've only played it once and that was a long time ago, so I don't really remember too much about the different gear sets and stuff. But I do remember having a shitload of items left in those storage boxes, so much so that things were lagging when I was actually trying to transfer it to Geralt's inventory. Thanks for posting that link in chat, Crooked. Thanks, dude. Saint, you know what gear combo looks good on Arno? You think Shay's outfit with the mace, that single-handed mace? The single-handed mace.
Ah, just the fellow I was hoping to meet.
Trying to get that dialogue from him to trigger again. No, fair enough, game. Let's see. A nice chappie. The chappie signal towers were an invention of the age. They send semaphore-like codes across great distances. Some royalists have taken over several signal towers and are sending messages encouraging the Austrian forces to attack. Disrupt each signal tower to prevent the message from getting out.
What is it, Captain Zuma?
We're in a damn tight spot, man. Royalist sympathizers plan to signal Duke Ferdinand that we're vulnerable to attack.
Royalists calling for an Austrian invasion. Dangerous.
Dangerous and desperate. We must take action with dispatch. The plan, disable the shot towers and the message won't go through. That will give my men time to dig in.
Étrange manière de faire de l'exercice. De répétition est reconnu. C'est tout de même particulièrement hideux.
Cooked, do you think you might add the starting location in that table? Should make finding the missions much easier next time, or starting a district rather. Oh yeah. Yeah, sometimes that can be tricky as well when you're sort of like looking up video guides or whatnot, because sometimes the video guide you first find might not actually even zoom in to help out in figuring out where something's pinpoint.
Come on, Duke Ferdinand, save us from ourselves! Paris is a wound, and you are the cure!
Quiet down, man. You're not impressing anyone.
You look awful. Are you feeling that?
So slow!
Should I shoot you? Right. Your minutes are numbered, corpse!
What is it, citizen? Are you ill? Just relax.
We'll rule the world!
Venez nous affronter, chien! Vous affectionnez le parti! Nous allons tout casser! Tout!
You're acting most bizarrely. Are you ill?
Tout allait bien à l'instant?
Oh, damn it. Morel, who did this?
Venez affronter la volonté du peuple!
I'll have your guts out!
Bon sang. Est-ce que tout va bien?
Sage, it may be a hard question, but asking it anyway, can you give us your top 5 moments in order throughout the AC series in or out of the Animus? Ooh, that is a very tough one. I don't really have a top 5 moments, to be honest, because there's so many.
Who's responsible? I see you. God damn it! Here, brother. The legs, aim low. Give all the pace of a wounded.
I'll bring you down a peg!
Got your back.
Que voulez-vous exactement, citoyen?
Well, I won't really be able to put them into like a top 5 or anything like that, but I'll just talk about some of the ones that I can think of. I like in Assassin's Creed 1 the moment when Altair and Al-Mulum are talking to each other about what nothing is true and everything is permitted means. And the music in that moment that plays, I mean, the music that plays in those sections anyway, outside of that, is the same music, but that music really, really suits that moment as well. Assassin's Creed 2, when Ezio actually puts on the assassin outfit for the first time. Then you also have the unfortunate deaths of his father and sons. I think that's still a very, hard-hitting sort of thing. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, the ending, the present-day ending. I mean, the things I'm not mentioning don't mean I don't think they're great moments too. It's 1:13 a.m. in the morning, and I'm trying to think of just various things that are coming to my mind about the series. Because as I said, there's a hell of a lot of great moments in all the games. But yeah, Brotherhood has a lot. The whole thing with like Cesare as a whole, like such a great villain. But yeah, there's so many. I'd have to actually like do a list and all that. But there's probably a moment from each game that I could point to and say that's a really good moment. At least one moment in every game. Mr. Epic, when are you going to play the best game Rocksteady ever made? The Suicide Squad kills Rocksteady. Yeah, you definitely won't ever see me playing that game, that's for sure. For me, the last Arkhamverse game was Batman Arkham Knight. Like, yeah, you'll never see me play that game, that's for sure. Not that I ever will, but I'd rather play Fortnite than play that. And that's nothing against people who like Fortnite. It's just that that's a game I don't play. But I would rather play that if I had to play one of them out of the two. I'd definitely rather play Fortnite than Batman. Than Suicide. Well, they do kill Batman in that. Suicide kill Rocksteady. Suicide Squad kill the Rocksteady. Citizen? Saint, you like in AC3 when Hatham bonds with his son Connor during a mission they do together? Yeah. The only thing I don't like about though is he fires a pistol right near his son's ear, which I'm surprised that Connor doesn't become, deaf from that, being shot, having a gunshot right next to your ear. But it is a funny moment when Connor tries to ask that guy where the supplies are, and he just runs off, and then Hatham's like, "Well played." Crooked, I don't blame you, dude, at that time, especially having streamed and talked a lot. That's true, yeah. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of great moments in the series. And whenever I replay the games again, it's always great to relive and re-experience those moments. And when I see people play them as well, it's also good to have those kinds of, see those moments again. Rod Fortnite stream. But no, and that's definitely not the surprise game that I've got lined up either. But yeah, there's just certain games that, they're not for everyone. So we've almost gotten through this gear set with all the colours as well. If that Ubisoft server crash hadn't have happened, then it would have been 5 gear changes in one stream, which would have been the most amount of gear changes I've done in a stream for this playthrough so far. But because of what happened, it means that it's 4 gear changes in one stream. And we've gotten through another gear set already. Well, we've almost gotten through another gear set in this string.
Not too bad. You're going nowhere. Who's up there, dude? I'll slow you down. You can't escape. You think you can outrun me? Hey, wait a minute. You can't shake the law, bastard. Where on God's green earth? What happened to you? You're no better than us, Son, where are you? Oh shit, what happened to you? Yeah, you've been guessing. Killer out there? But where? Oh! You vermin out!
What was that?
Come on! Shoot him down!
me! After him! Let's end this merry chase! Got him now! I'll slow your flight! Ha ha!
Hi, talking of Batman Arkham Knight, you went back and 100% of the community pack. You did not enjoy it. I don't blame you for not enjoying it. That was definitely a very, very intensive kind of playthrough. I remember when I did it as well. It's just crazy. Mr. Epic, you too, when you saw that game and when you saw what they did to Kevin Conroy's Arkham Batman, the same Batman that stopped an army in one night, shot dead 4 idiots, man, you're so glad you didn't waste your money on that shit. The worst thing was that it was Kevin Conroy's last performance, and to end it like that, disrespectful to a great man and one of the best Batman ever made. Yeah, I know from the perspective of Harley Quinn, it's understandable that she would want to kill him, given what happened to Joker. But it's just that it kind of, and I think they backtrack. I think they tried to set up. Oh, but wait, that was a different version of Batman that happened. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they're going to pull that sort of like quote unquote twist kind of thing on it. But yeah, I don't need to play that game. If I want to play a Batman game, I'll just play the other games in the Arkhamverse over and over again.
Kill you slowly for that! Finish him! Oh, hell! Kill him! Who are the revolutionaries?
Ça ne paraît pas normal. Produit toujours un fumet inimitable.
Oh, rien de tel pour vous couper l'appétit.
Un particulièrement hideux.
Mr. Epic, yeah, I think also they're going to backtrack it because of the hate, which is more than understandable. You're also on that boat. Yeah. I mean, when it comes down to it too, like, there's so many different media that, you know, covers characters like that, so, you know, it's always good to just cut your losses sometimes and go like, yep, that's what it is, and then just move on and enjoy the other elements or other things that are part of the franchise that you like, if it's a franchise thing and stuff. Sage, sorry, that's so long, but that's your list. 3 is like all of Altair returning to Master F. You should say plus staying in the... Oh, yeah, so you're doing the top 5. Because that's the only thing that's come through into chat with the list. Or did you send a whisper through with the list? No, Saint. No, my French has not improved at all after this many hours in Unity. And I've even done a playthrough in the past with the French language actually playing, and it still hasn't sunken in. But then again, before playing Unity, my knowledge of the French language was the same. Yeah, Sage. Yeah, the only one that came through about your top 5 is what number 3 is.
I can't make out what those signals are saying. Is it a full message or a single word?
It's an order of some kind. For Duke Ferdinand and his men.
You mean like March on Paris, or the like?
Something near that. Only in German, I'd imagine.
Ah, right. It's a funny-looking script.
Thanks, Sage, for whispering those through. And yeah, definitely was a view. You're not wrong there. I thought I'd show that a bit. It just caught my eye. Hey there, Oz King. Pardon me. Welcome on in. Thank you for redeeming the random Assassin's Creed character quote. Okay, so I've got one. What the hell were you thinking? Unthinkable. I've never heard of such phenomenal hubris. How dare you defy the creed? Next time you circumvent the council, I'll rip you a new asshole. Enough! While this council admires your zeal, it is not your place to choose your own targets. So that's from this game. And that moment is very intense because you got all the Master Assassins getting angry at Arno for what he did as well. So, yeah, that's from Assassin's Creed Unity. And it's all happening all at once in the actual game. So I'm glad that someone was able to focus on each individual character's dialogue and actually make note of it as well. But yeah, that's from Assassin's Creed Unity. Thank you so very much for redeeming that, Oz King. And off the shelf, thank you so very much for the raid as well. Welcome on in. Hey there, Gary. Hey there, G Electric. Welcome on in. Hey, Nick. Welcome on in, Nick. How's everyone doing? Thank you, Crooked, for giving the shout out to Off the Shelf Reviews. Would like to highly recommend people check out Off the Shelf Reviews if you haven't before. They were doing a playthrough of the amazing Detroit Become Human, and it's their first time playing through Detroit Become Human. Also a big fan of the Alien franchise. Off the Shelf Reviews is also a YouTube channel as well. They've been going for over 10 years now, doing movie reviews, also some video game stuff on the channel as well, podcasts. So yeah, if you search Off the Shelf Reviews on YouTube, then you'll be able to find their YouTube channel. But yeah, great movie references as well for the channel. So yeah, highly recommend. And how was your stream of Detroit Become Human? Did you get an ending? Hopefully it was like a good dish ending. Did you get the fish didn't survive ending, or what kind of ending was it? Mr. Epic, you loved Ezio's message to Desmond in AC Revelations. I've lived my life as best as I could, not knowing its purpose, but drawn forward like a moth to a distant moon. Exactly. Yeah, that is a whole big, great moment too, as well, overall, with that, what's going on, the music. It's probably still one of the best endings to an Assassin's Creed game, I'd definitely say, as well. And having that acknowledgement between, Ezio and Desmond, which is kind of like coming full circle, because in AC2 you have Ezio finding out about Desmond's name with Minerva telling him about Desmond, and for him to have the mind to know that, hey, this Desmond has probably been able to somehow know and see what I've gone through, and I just love that sort of like the way that they did it, the orchestrating of it. No worries at all for the shout out, Off the Shelf. No worries at all. Nick, you're doing well, thanks, Rod. How about yourself? Great, Nick. That's really good to hear, dude. As for me, I'm going well. We're sabotaging some Chappie towers, and they're not very happy about these Chappie towers being disarmed and sabotaged. You got an ending? You got an ending? You got an ending that 1% of the world have seen according to the flowchart? Probably because you didn't save the fish at the start. That might be the one variable that determines getting that. But that is crazy. 1%. 1%. Bloody hell. It's one of those things, though, like that moment with the police and the guy coming into the home and everything like that. I mean, it's very, very tricky. Like, there's so many ins and outs to that game as well. So many different things that could go wrong. And the last playthrough I did, Connor actually completely got taken out of the game because I didn't solve enough of the investigation. And they were like, no, I'm sorry, we're taking you off the case. So Connor didn't die at the end of my playthrough, he just was not playable anymore. He got fired.
Have I not cuddled you? Like by our rules? Or die? You're mine, you bastard!
You're mine, you bastard!
Oh, the death animation, the death sounds are so funny in this. There we go. That's that one done. It's the Paris story out of the way. And this is the last color scheme as well for this particular gear set. But first, what I want to do is fast travel back to the Cafe Theatre and see how much money is in Arno's chests. Oh yeah, exactly, Gary. Like, that can happen with Connor. Get taken off. So you got taken off the case as well in your playthrough. Yeah, it's like I wasn't expecting that at all because I just thought, oh well, I'll just keep on going and hopefully I can get all the characters to like survive all the way through. Sage, you just played Mass Effect, Cyberpunk, which just sounds like Detroit. Should be next here soon. You've seen that one roof scene from Detroit so many times where that one dude falls off. Oh yeah, like that opening sequence for Detroit Become Human, like that alone, if that doesn't sell you on the game, then I don't know what will. Because it's just the intensity of what's going on, the urgency, the music, the, you know, doom, 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 doom. You know, it's just, I love that game soundtrack as well. It's just absolutely friggin' amazing. Oh, I see, off the shelf. Yeah, so you very nearly got fired, and Connor was still playable right to the end. Oh, good. That's definitely good to get that outcome. And what happened with Luther, that was a shame what happened there, because Luther's such a great character. I really liked his character too. Would definitely recommend checking out the behind the scenes of that game as well, because what they had done was just, even the teaser trailer that they did when it was going to be on PlayStation 3, I think. No, when it was going to be on, when it was going to be on PlayStation 3. Even that was really well done, like a sort of like a teaser of concept kind of stuff. I can mark a nice chappy off as done. Let's have a look and see if Precious Correspondence has now unlocked. Good. The League of the Crimson Rogue. The League of the Crimson Rose. Not Rogue. Okay, so Precious Correspondence. We'll do that one next. We'll track that one. Now I need to look at what gear set I want to change to. Put Arno's colors back to the first scheme. Mr. Epic, imagine Ezio lying in bed with a woman. You think he would say, well, if Desmond is watching, I might as well put on a show. Never thought of it in those terms before. But that would be kind of freaky, sort of like knowing that was going on. It really is, Saint. Yeah, the soundtrack is amazing for that. And just the way that they weave the story, the three different characters and all that kind of stuff is just really well done. Gary, oh yeah, the unlocks, you think you'll save them for after second playthrough. Oh, good. Yeah, it'll definitely be worth the wait. They did such a great job putting those together as well. And yeah, I was so happy to see you play through it as well. And I can't wait till I play through it again also, because I've played through it twice now. I'm pretty sure, yeah, 2 playthroughs. So I definitely want to play it again soon. Saint, what are the social club requirements for 100%? So with those... when you actually unlock the social club mission, you generally have 3 missions that you can access at those locations. But I think some have 2 as well. So yeah, it's just basically money. You just need the right amount of money to unlock those as well. Now to go to my document about all the gear pieces that I've showcased so far. That was the improved Phantom set. Oop, back. And that's after the improved medieval hood. Well, the whole set. Improved medieval set. Nick, a PS4 and a copy of Detroit was not on your list of necessities, but now it is thanks to Gary. Well, that is great, Nick, that you've been inspired to actually get that so you could play it. It definitely is quite an experience. I'd say for people, if you don't like games that have, you know, QTEs, but also they're very cinematic in nature by the way of, it's really an interactive movie. If you don't really like that kind of game, it might not be for you, but you never know. It might be the one that actually makes you like those or whatnot if you're not sure. But yeah, if you're into those games and you haven't played Detroit Become Human, it's definitely recommended. Saying, oh, see, yeah, you sound like co-op stuff, but it's just missions for those lodges you renovate, right? That's true, Saint. I mean, I think there is an aspect to it of co-op where you can create a social club of your friends and stuff. But as far as getting 100%, you just need to do the missions at the social clubs. So the next set, let's have a look. I won't be able to do Improved Brigand, Tailored Sans Culotte, or Tailored Brigand. So I think what I'll do is the Legendary Brigand set. Which costs a lot. This alone costs 125,000 for the Legendary Brigand breeches. I mean, Arno's got over 1 million livre, but I don't even know if that's going to cover the whole entire cost of the whole thing. 160,000 for those. For the belt. 140,000 for the braces. Still might be alright. Chest piece. 140,000 livre. And the headpiece, the hood, 125,000. That's not so bad. Still have a 1 million livre, but I'm going to need more because I also want to buy all the weapons in the game as well. Nick, yeah, the Supermassive games were a lot of fun for you personally. You enjoyed those? Oh, great. Yeah, because those games are really good too. It's a shame they haven't announced a release date for the next Dark Pictures game though. But there were some layoffs that happened at Supermassive, so I'm not too sure what's gonna happen now with that, because they planned 8 originally, and then they planned 8 that were going to be released every 6 months, one every 6 months, but then they changed it to 1 a year, and then when The Devil in Me came out, they made that a season 1 endpoint. And Season 2 hasn't started yet of the Dark Pictures series, which would be Directive 8020, but they haven't announced an actual release date yet. It didn't come out a year after Devil in Me, which they were yearly releases. And yeah, so I hope they're not going to abandon it and not do the rest. Hopefully they're still going to do it. It's a Legendary Brigand hood. Cool. Alright, so we got that all sorted. Okay, so to show what Arno looks like in this gear set from head to toe. I really like this gear set. The only thing that niggles my brain is the cockade that's on the arm. That's the only part of this gear set that I would take off. In fact, I just feel like ripping it off and being like, wait, take that off. But yeah, that's the Legendary Brigand set. And now it's time to showcase all the different color schemes. Assassin Blue is up first. The Legendary Brigand Hood. The hood of one of Paris's great brigands. Pity he wasn't as good as the King's greatest musketeer. Sage, you don't know if you prefer the classic dark blue Arno more or the all black 100 Cockade color scheme. Well, that one, the pure shadow one, that's probably my favorite one still. But ones that have sort of caught my eye during this playthrough that have stood out a bit more than usual are ones like Peaceful Tales, and there's what was it called? Azure. I think there's one of those which was pretty good. Legendary Brigand Coat. The coat of one of Paris's greatest brigands. Pity he wasn't as good as the king's greatest musketeer. Saint, it's part of the late 1700s strip. Just got to roll with it. That's true, I guess, Saint. Like, that was the in thing back in revolutionary Paris. Wearing that on your arm. Hey there, Hypnotic. Welcome on in. You enjoyed Little Hope. Without any spoilers, that game had the most Twilight Zone ending you ever played. That's actually my favourite one still, out of the Dark Pictures series. Legendary Brigand Braces. The Braces are one of Paris's greatest brigands. Pity he wasn't as good as the king's greatest musketeer. But yeah, that is still my favourite one. I wouldn't say it's the best one, but it's my favourite one. Which some might think, well, how come it's your favourite if it's not the best one? But I kind of have a weird reasoning with my favourites of stuff. Because, like for example, my favourite Indiana Jones movie is Temple of Doom. However, the best one is the first one, Rise of the Lost Ark. My favourite Rambo movie is 2, but the best one is still actually the first one. Legendary Brigand Belt. The belt of one of Paris's greatest brigands. Pity he wasn't as good as the king's greatest musketeer. Sage, dude, there are so many cool pieces of gear, they just throw a cockade on there. Exactly. So like, what is this missing? It needs to be added something. Oh no, let's put this on. Yes, Saint, that's a good colour combination. The royal purple and the calm beige. Rosie, nice one. Excuse me, does this couch come in assassin blue? It'd be so funny to ask someone at a furniture place that. They'd be like, what? What's assassin blue? I don't know about that. Does anyone know about assassin blue? And then an hour later, sorry, we don't know anything about assassin blue. Legendary Brigand Breeches. The Breeches are one of Paris's greatest brigands. Pity he wasn't as good as the king's greatest musketeer. Yeah, Nick. You know, so... But yeah, Little Hope is my favourite one. Because I love the whole setting with the witchcraft and everything like that. And the best one so far, I'd say, is House of Ashes. And Salim is the MVP of that game. I mean, Jason is a great character in that game too, as well. But yeah, their sort of like story arc is probably my favourite part of that game. Two people that are on opposing sides of the war, but fight together against an enemy that, you know, they both need to, you know, join forces to fight, and putting aside any differences and stuff. Sage, you always try different variants of the all-black outfits, then there will just be a giant blue cockade on there. Exactly. It creates a situation of massive, major annoyance. Crooked, look, you're going to make dinner now. I hope you're having a great rest of your stream, Senny. Thank you so very much, Crooked. I hope that you enjoy your dinner. It was definitely one that was going to sound delicious. Thank you for leaving the lurk as well. Would like to definitely highly recommend people check out Crooked's channel if you haven't before. He's doing a playthrough of the Assassin's Creed series where he plays without the HUD, not allowed to fast travel, and has limited looks at the map. He's still on Origins, but he's actually finished the main story, and he's working on the Hidden Ones, which is a DLC. And he's also going to be doing the Curse of the Pharaohs as well. And he'll also be doing Odyssey, Valhalla, and Mirage with the same requirements. No HUD, no fast travel allowed, and limited looks at the map. He's also doing a playthrough of Bloodborne, his first time playing through that game. And he's got a lot of funny channel point rewards, different sound bites that can be triggered from many different franchises, including Assassin's Creed and Watch Dogs and Red Dead Redemption. So yeah, Crocodiles is definitely another great streamer to recommend. Nick, such a kind of fella, just good heart indeed. Absolutely, Nick. That's for sure.
You seriously think I'd come alone, did you? Once you fled to the colonies, you really shouldn't come home. No, you don't.
Hey, Lidus, welcome on in. You got this? Absolutely, dude. How's it going, Lidus? Welcome on in. Nick, you're going to wait for a couple of months, but you'll definitely tune in when you're able to. Oh, that's totally fair, Nick, for sure. You know, I don't keep tabs on how long it's been since someone's been in chat, so never feel like you know, if you can't see a stream, or even if you can only lurk and you can't chat, you know, whatever the case may be, you know, it's always appreciated. No worries, Senny, for the shout out. No trouble at all, dude. You enjoy your dinner, and definitely catch you again soon. Okay, so now we change to a different color scheme, the Utopia blue. Oh, good, Lightus. That's really good. I'm glad to hear that you're doing well. And thank you so much for all the lurking that you do also. Happy Eid, and may you all be blessed, you wonderful people. Well, thank you so very much, Lightus. I really do appreciate that, and I hope the same for you as well. I hope that everything goes well, and that you have a, you know, really good time, and thank you so much for that. Rosie, what's the French equivalent of Malacca? Good question. Not too sure. I don't know. Good one, Lightus. Kalaka. Kalaka. Malacca. Falaka. Talaka. Saint? It's Putain. Oh, is it really? Putain. It makes me think of, in Beverly Hills Cop 1, there's a character named Serge, and when Axel Foley, played by Eddie Murphy, turns up to visit his friend who owns the gallery where he works, he asks Axel, you know, what is it regarding? I don't know. He says, what's it pertaining to? That word pertain made me think of that, because the way he says it. What is it pertaining, meaning, regarding? You know, that kind of stuff. That's okay, Lightus. No worries at all, dude. Nick's gonna be great to get away, but man, being out in the middle of nowhere with bad reception has its drawbacks. Oh, that definitely would. That's for sure, Nick. Like, and, you know, it doesn't necessarily obviously make it any sort of like more tolerable in some ways, but it really does make you appreciate the things that you are able to actually do and experience when you can, but when you're not able to, it's definitely like, can be eye-opening. Lighters, sorry, Kayaka. Shikaka. Good one, Nick. Chewbacca. No, Sage, I haven't. But it's been a while since I even saw the original series. Azure Hope is next up. Nick, every single time you hear Beverly Hills Cop, your mind instantly starts yelling, Alistair Wald. I love at the start of the movie how they're haggling over the money. And he's like, what's this? You know, this is $2,000. It's like, yeah, that's the deal for. He's like, no, it's like $5,000. Read my lips. $5,000. This is like $2,000 here. I love that movie. It's still my favorite Eddie Murphy movie. It's so cool seeing Marlon Wayans have a cameo in that movie as well, as the guy selling bananas. Lotus, and they said Rod didn't have a dark sense of humor. Let's go. Hey there, Tall. Hope it's going well. Oh, Ellis. Sorry, Nick. Yeah, Ellis DeWald. Yeah, Lotus, Shikaka. Yeah, Ace Ventura when nature calls. Such a good movie. I like both of them. Like, sometimes sequels don't do as well as the first, or they're not as good. Anyways, can we have that a Shikaka sound alert? Nick, that's a good idea. Yeah, I guess that's something to consider. Shikaka. Saying, what's the time over there, Rod? The sun rising yet? Not yet. No, still a few hours before that. It's almost 2 a.m. Let's go to this merchant here. Or probably die. Oh no, we survived the fall. That's good. Lotus Azure Hope looks like blue German mustard, mixed with German mustard. It's an interesting color combination. There's some outfits where it doesn't look that good. Then there's other ones where it does look pretty good. Well, that NPC didn't think so. Next up, we have Turquoise Knight. Nick, man, it's been yonk since you've seen them. That was my bad. Oh, that's alright. That's okay. Yeah, the last time I watched them, I think I watched them back to back. But yeah, I always would have liked if they did a proper third movie, because there actually is a third movie, but they went the route of having the character have a son, and the son becomes like the father with the hairstyle and everything. And I was just like, no. But I've always thought that if they were to have done a third movie with Jim Carrey, it would have been funny if he went to Australia for the third movie. Because there's definitely a lot of things that he could have incorporated into the character from Australia if he was actually doing that. Rosie, what's Shikaka? So Shikaka is, what is it again? I actually even forget. Because Shikaka. Isn't it like the name of the white bat, I think? That could be it. Yeah, the white bat. Yeah, the great white bat. That's it. Yeah, those movies, Nick, were so good. I remember the first one at the start, how he looks in the rearview mirror, he's like, reads the message, but he changes it. So it says, warning, assholes may be closer than they appear. Well, it says, the line in Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, When Nature Calls, you think the movie is called? That's it, yep, that's the second one. Yep. It makes two fighting tribes stop when they see the great white bat. Shikaka. Nick, funny how he fakes him out with the Chicago and Shawshank Redemption. Yeah, it's like, Chicago, shish kebab, Shawshank Redemption. Oui, monsieur. No, sorry, I've already gone to the toilet. Don't need to at the moment.
Arnaud, my friend.
Precious correspondence. Captain Thomas Alexandre Dumas is being blackmailed by the Templars. Very few mementos remain to him of his long-lost family left behind in the Caribbean when his father brought him to France. Among these mementos are some letters, but the Templars have gotten hold of them and are trying to sway Dumas's allegiance away from Napoleon. Recover the letters. Thank you, Saint. Retrieve family letters belonging to Thomas Alexandre Dumas.
Thank you for your help with that Josephine Imbroglio. Bonaparte is all a flutter. I thought he was engaged to someone else. I have another task, if you would. Damned upsetting. When I left the Ante, my mother and siblings stayed behind. My only mementos of them are a few letters and things. The Templars have taken them in an effort to influence me. They have a hideout near the cemetery not far from here.
Je vous imagine bien la bague au doigt.
Tout au moins le goût devrait s'en ressentir.
Don't make this harder than it has to be.
Ah, mais laisse-moi travailler.
Give me...
Oh, Seigneur, quelle heure est-il? Déjà?
He's like, give me... It's like, sorry, we don't know what that is.
Inutile de la morsure qui nous appelle.
I want you vermin out.
Come here!
Oh!
Get you right here!
Oh yeah, Rosie, those flashbang effects when certain things happen in video games. Ubisoft loves to do that with a lot of their games. It always has to be fade to white. Blistering white light that just like... Nick, you better head off-road. Got to move to the cabin in the morning, so take care, be excellent to each other, have a great stream, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thank you so much, Nick, for coming in with the raid. I really do appreciate it, and I hope that everything goes well for you. I hope that you're able to enjoy yourself, and you take care as well. Thank you so very much for that, and I'll definitely catch you again next time. Hope it all goes well. If you find any books that have... strange writing inside, inked in blood, and the cover is made from something that feels like human flesh. Don't read what you actually find, unless you read it in your mind, not out loud, just in case, because you don't want to start hearing "join us." Rosie, almost as awesome as virtual tinnitus. Oh yeah. That's what everyone wants when they play a video game. No worries, Nick. No trouble at all, dude. Your Necronomicon just arrived yesterday, no kidding. Oh, did it? Nice. I still, somewhere, I don't know where, probably in storage somewhere or something, but I had the version of The Evil Dead Region 1 on DVD with the Necronomicon cover. Nick, this is more of a knockoff, but still pretty cool. Oh, that's good, though. Such an interesting word, as well. The Necronomicon Ex Mortis, roughly translated, the Book of the Dead. Saying, how do you get gold diamonds to appear next to your rank? You only have the regular white ones. That's a good question. Someone actually answered that in another stream of mine, but I actually forget what they said was the actual thing. I think it might be your rank, maybe, that you get. I think that might affect it.
This time. A word with you. Come here, you. Come right there. Look like you need a proper beating. You're no patriot. Scram, you bloody cockade. Got him. Out of my way!
He made a big mistake trying
I'll fit you, turtle!
I'll break those bloody legs first!
Wait, that's not hearing things.
Whereas the Necronomicon Ex Mortis sounds redundant. Necro equals dead, nom is law or custom, icon is image or book. Never actually thought about it that way, like breaking each individual part of the word. But that's cool though. Not sure where they got that from, because I mean, it's one of those things in fiction that I think there might be multiple ways that people have spelt it. Some using just, Necronomicon. And other things adding the extra stuff. Sage, if you really think about it, Arno's like Mystique from X-Men with disguise. Yeah, it's funny that that skill that you can use in this to make you look like anyone that, you're standing next to, including enemies and stuff like that. Rosie says, like, the Book of the Dead of the Dead. That sounds like a great title for a parody of the Evil Dead movies. Book of the Dead of the Dead. Because originally, the original Evil Dead was called the Book of the Dead. But ultimately, they changed the name to what it became, which was the Evil Dead. There's 3 things in fiction that I really like that have evil in the title. Evil Dead, Resident Evil, and The Evil Within. There's definitely they're definitely my favorite kinds of horror stuff. Seijano is a mutant, confirmed. Could you imagine if he was?
There you are! I'll make you suffer for that!
Saying doubly dead. The doubly dead. Rosie, it's not supernatural. He's just really good at contouring. That's one of the assassin skills that they don't talk about, that the assassins learn. Saint killed him twice just to make sure. Exactly. It's like in stories where the villain is quote-unquote dead, and the character just basically either stands near their body and yaks to their friend or something, or they just leave the body there and then they don't, you know, double check to make sure that they actually are dead. Like if there was like a murderer who was like killing everyone and they almost killed me and they died, or they appeared to be dead, I'd be doing some double checking just to make sure. I wouldn't just leave them there and be like, yep, they're dead. And then, you know, a year later they come back from the quote-unquote dead and get their revenge. Hey Sheila, welcome back. You done with work for today? Excellent, that's good. I hope it went well. Rosie, assassination with RuPaul. Yeah. Assassination. Saint, oi, you dead, mate? Just checking. Get up. I don't believe you. Look, you're breathing. I'm not dead. I feel happy.
Bienvenue dans mon échoppe. Who are the revolutionaries?
Who are the revolutionaries? Who are they? What's their names? What's their favourite colour? What's their favourite food? I want to know it all. Sheila, if you want to say thank you for the shout out earlier, you're sorry, he was already in work at that point. Dude, that is absolutely no trouble at all, man. Never feel like, you know, you need to be sorry if you're not able to, you know, be there for the shout out or whatnot, because I understand. You know, it's not like you can just say to work, hang on a moment, you know, I'm just doing, you know, I need to respond to this in chat. So it's definitely understandable. Mon ami, mon aïeux, mon oui, Nintendo Wii.
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Une révolution?
Deep forest. Sheila, what about another time of the Helix rifts? Bishop has the urge to say, wait a second, this data is encrypted, 10 more seconds, great work. Those words that will forever haunt until the end of time will be the last thing that is heard. When the world dies out, they'll hear Bishop's name saying, wait a second, this data is encrypted, 10 more seconds, great work.
D'un coup. Un amant. Je crois que je vais changer. Oh. J'ai déjà eu mon content d'ennui.
Quelle mouche disait que...
You can outrun
me, brat!
Je crois que je vais aller m'occuper de mes affaires.
Bloody! Die!
Yes, you citizen! Dancing away! Why? Hey! Do I really have to...
Stop! You bloody counter-revolutionary! Gonna find ya! Gonna kill ya! Bloody... Where is he?
Gaspillait ainsi son énergie.
Stay sharp. Something's going on. Hey! Show yourself!
Thinking, I'll get you right in! No, you don't! Look at him! Ha! You can't escape! Stop running, I promise!
Is that your top speed, Weezer? Shit! I've got ya!
Take off, you loon! Go on, move! I've got you! No, you don't! Ha! There! You won't! Well, we've nothing left of you!
Okay, so one more letter to get.
Il a l'air de s'amuser.
Je ne fais pas que les
Je vais aller rendre visite à ma tante.
Toi-même de tes propres yeux. Rien ne peut
S'informer par ici!
Qu'est-ce que le tiers état? Qui n'a pas son exemplaire?
C'est un meurtrier. Oh!
On appelle la garde.
What am I
seeing here?
Something's not right.
Dû venir plus tôt.
Godspeed, citizen.
The most stealthiest color, of course, shiny firefly.
Ma foi, il est impressionnant.
Oh, sont les cloches que j'entends.
Dead if you come near me, you shit! Hold there! Citizen, you there! Hold! Ha! Hey, you! Stay there a moment!
I'm gonna gas that
Son of a... That's not good!
No doubt.
Step out where I can see you, Horson!
I really hate in this game when you throw a smoke bomb and you do what's needed to throw it, but then nothing happens. Favorite kind of thing to happen in a video game. Because why would you want something to actually work when you do the things required to make it work?
Are you walking? What the... Damn body that is. Don't rush in, let's wear him out. Warn you came this way. Aha, bastard! Wait a minute! You can't hide, maggot! Well now, just up and vanished now, did you?
Au secours!
There you
Pas oublié qu'il me restait Stay sharp. Something's going on. There!
Schiller, it wouldn't be AC Unity if the game does what you pressed. Also, you love the citizen in a British accent in revolutionary France. Absolutely. Yeah, it's very, very accurate to this. You're not wrong there.
Oh non, Seigneur!
Il va se faire mal.
Bienvenue dans mon esprit.
Patriote, viens donc afficher tes couleurs. Regarde. Brother, relax. I'm in your
Il est évident que la ville aujourd'hui disparue se tenait quelque part sur la côte est de la ville.
Qu'il avait attenté à Paris. Tiens, il y en a aussi 5 pour messieurs.
Quoi donc, les gens?
Yes. This is from my mother, Marie Cesette. And here, my sister, sold into slavery as a child. There is no price I would not pay for these scribbled notes.
Precious correspondence indeed. Let's make it morning in the game. Just like it is here in Australia at the moment. Very, very early morning. And that was the Precious Correspondence one done, so I can mark that off as finished. The League of the Crimson Rose and the Little Prince. Okay, now why did I not have the League of the Crimson Rose in my list of missions? Okay, so I think this is where I'm going to actually end this stream. It was a shame that the other stream I was doing, the servers messed up with this game, and that made the PS5 stop my stream. Because that was a 7.5-hour stream, and now this one's a 2 hours and a half. So I would have preferred to be able to do all of what I've done in one big stream, but Ubisoft servers had other plans. So this stream is a much shorter one. I'm not going to bother to splice the two videos together because I don't want to spend 20 hours on the whole entire process, from downloading it to editing it to rendering it then to uploading it. So I'll just have to let it lie. But I just want to thank everyone so much for watching this stream. I really do appreciate it. We'll continue on with the playthrough, of course, tomorrow. So if you see me streaming this game again, then you know it's Thursday for me here in Australia. We're going to go and raid out to Lucinda. She's playing through Dead Island at the moment. That's okay, Saint, for the stream. Absolutely no worries at all. And thank you very much. You take care as well. The only thing I'll do with this game between streams is just grinding to get more money for Arno. That's okay for the stream, Schiller. Absolutely no worries at all, dude.
Oh, bonjour, mademoiselle.
Good day, monsieur.
Another glorious day in Paris, eh?
Alright, would like to highly recommend people check out the following streamers. Off the Shelf Reviews, they most recently finished their first ever playthrough of Detroit Become Human. Such a great game. Great streamers. Also have a YouTube channel as well by the same name, Off the Shelf Reviews, doing reviews of movies and video games for over 10 years now. And then they made the shift a few years back to doing content for Twitch. And there's a lot of really cool bit alerts that are on the channel that are little clips from various movies of all different genres and kinds as well. Also highly recommend checking out Cockades. He's playing Assassin's Creed Origins with a no HUD, no fast travel and limited maps look playthrough. He's currently onto the Hidden Ones DLC for that playthrough, and he'll also be doing the Curse of the Pharaohs one after that too. And he'll also continue that challenge run with Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Valhalla, and Mirage 2. Also highly recommend checking out Shitterlock. They did a little bit of a meme playthrough of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, playing from the start of the game up until the point in the game where the first utterance of "I want to see the Alliance map" is said by the main character Eivor. And also did a playthrough recently of Assassin's Creed 2, no desync challenge and no upgrades as well. If he desynchronized it for any reason, he had to restart the game all the way from the start again. So he got through that on the 4th attempt. Also highly recommend checking out Lidus. He's playing a lot of retro stuff, but also games like Left 4 Dead, and he's a big fan of Mortal Kombat, as well as Street Fighter, Tekken, Streets of Rage, and Resident Evil. Mr. Gote is highly recommended as well. He plays games like Outlast, as well as Dead Space, and Mortal Kombat 11, Hunt Showdown, to name a few. Also highly recommend checking out Grail Draven. He's doing a playthrough of No Man's Sky. He's actually doing a permadeath playthrough of that game. Also would like to highly recommend people check out Supermoss Games. They were also doing a playthrough of Assassin's Creed Unity. And also highly recommend Kroger Toad. He's a great streamer. He was actually doing just a variety of different games earlier. And he also sometimes does workout streams as well. So yeah, highly recommend checking out all those streamers if you haven't come across their channels before. That is no worries at all for the shout out, Schiller. Absolutely no trouble at all. Here's a general raid message that everyone can copy and paste. And also put one that subscribers can copy and paste as well. Which is that one there. So I'm still trying to see if I can get this playthrough completely done by the end of Friday. But we'll just see how we're traveling. But I just want to thank everyone again for watching. I really do appreciate it. All the support, all the lurkers, all the chatters, the followers, the subscribers. Really, really appreciate it a lot. Hope that everyone has a good day or night, whichever the case may be, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Just tell me, how bad is it? If I write to my cousin in Dover using this new calendar, am I going to read about the 100 Years' War?
Probably not, but you better.
Yeah.